Oh, okay, sorry. Good thing I noticed that. Well, I've been talking for 2 minutes, and uh, this Elgato microphone or whatever that has I forget what you call the type of switch, but if you just touch the top of this microphone, it turns it off, and then there's a red light around. And just I guess I'd move the microphone. So for 2 minutes, I guess I'll go back. Berkshire Hathaway is an investor, and people big time. You know, he's made a lot of money, and he makes money. He's made money in the past by buying a stock and holding on to it a long time. He didn't buy something one day and he's out the next day or anything like that. And he holds an event once a year, and he doesn't hold it in Chicago or Washington D.C. or New York City or whatever. He holds it in some small place, some state that we forget exists, I think, or something like that. And people pay, although he doesn't need that kind of money, they pay to go up there and sit there and worship at his feet, I think. And I never heard of let's see, I've never heard of TSMC, but it's the world's largest ship maker, and he bought just about all of their stock recently. And now has turned around and sold it. I mean, that's unusual for him to do that. So wanted to mention that. That's not why I'm doing the YouTube video. So the other thing I wanted to mention was, and I don't think I checked this out, but I've seen it before. It's down here. Let me page down a little bit. Okay, I gotta click here. Page down. Still not page. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Okay, that's not where I wanted to go. Okay. Oh, back up here. Home page. Okay, didn't go there. I had to click on it. Okay. Okay, I wanted to look at, CNN. Okay, now, oops. Let's see, go down here. This isn't it. Oh, I mentioned that, but you weren't getting my audio then. That's not why I'm over here, but I wanted to mention this story while I'm here. Okay, here it is. Distro TV. You watch 270 channels plus live streaming channels, all for free. The thing says, it's an advertisement, of course, I'm sure, from CNN. Distro TV is the best free independent streaming television service. 270 plus free live channels, entertainment, sports, movies, music, and more. No sign up, no registration, no credit cards. Just watch for free. So let me copy this a little bit. Distro TV. Let me copy that. Go over here and enter this. Paste and see what turns up. Okay, Distro TV. Okay, let's see what shows up here. Not that I'm really interested, but okay. Movies, new arrivals, Euro News, Newsmax. Well, of course, they've got stuff that you know, some right-wing crap that I can do without. Plus, I don't need any of these news things anyway, but movies. Uh, live. New arrivals, never heard of any of them. They don't really look interesting to me, but I could be mistaken. Indian and South Asian. Okay, classical movies. Live. Classical, what's good? Let's see, it's playing on the classical channel right now. Okay, maybe this is the thing. Taking a while to load. I think this may be the problem. Still waiting to load. I think it's finally going to show up. No, it's not going to show up. You know, I subscribe to, Netflix and Hulu and I don't know what all, a bunch. Not for myself so much, but the ex-wife, she watches TV 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I mean, even when she's asleep, she has it on. I think that's, anyway, you can, you can see the link up there, and so you can, you can click on it. So, home. Yeah, there isn't any, I already talked about, so there was a couple of little things I wanted to mention. Amazon is making a change to their deliveries behind the scenes. They're cutting their shipping times. And it's been the way they've done things, like I'm sure you've run into this too, and I order a lot of stuff from Amazon. I don't have any money, so I don't know how I order stuff from there, but I do. Like I can, in the evening, I can order something and have it the next morning. Where they do, and they have warehouses set up and all types of things. So they've been very smart, but I've been thinking to myself, and I'm not a business person at all or anything like that, but I've been, knowing, hey, this is, I know they put all the bookstores out of business and a whole bunch of shopping malls out of business and all kinds of places, but still. So anyway, they finally, have looked at the math, and so they're making some changes, and I'll still be ordering from them the way I have, but it's been nice. I mean, I feel guilty. There's a lot of times I need something, and something really small. I don't know. Can't think of anything right now. I think I ran out of toothpaste, and but I didn't just order one tube of toothpaste. I ordered, 4-pack. But I think it came the next morning. So So it's just be aware that you're going to probably see, maybe you won't even notice it, depending on what kind of ordering you do from Amazon. But they're doing that. By the way, I want to mention, I've mentioned it a few times, I use Grammarly for, editing stuff that I write. And I don't have much money, so I don't usually pay for a year, which of course it's better to pay for a year and get the discount that you get for various items, but I can't afford to order everything for a year. I've actually thought about, well, maybe if I think ahead, I could, in the month of January, I could pay for a year of something. And then, as time goes around, I could order on February for a year of, and have them come due, in that. But Grammarly, it's great for me, and it just helps out tremendously. But it's interesting, they give you these kind of reports. Let's see. Oh, you can't see this. Okay, here we go. So anyway, that's one thing I pay, which kind of surprises me every year, and I forget what it is, $127 or whatever it is. And I go, God damn, But it's actually better to do it that way if, It says here, this is about me. You're more productive than 64% of Grammarly users. You're more accurate than 57%. Your vocabulary of unique words is 65% better. Now these stats, they're interesting, but see, I'll be researching something for you like online, and I go to some place that gives information about it, and I copy that. So I can paste it, underneath my video here or something like that. And so these things, productivity, mystery, and vocabulary and that type of stuff, I don't deserve that much credit for, but it's interesting to see because, I'm taking somebody else's, what's underneath a report on a cell phone or something, and so that's why, but it's interesting to see the numbers. Now, for some of you who write a certain way, well, then it also would be, so here gives you tone, confidence, tells you that information. Now here, this does help me, although you'd be surprised from Wikipedia. Sometimes I copy something because I want to paste it about something that I'm talking about down below, and there'll be errors in that. And also on, like Amazon, if I'm saying, hey, this keyboard or this YouTube or this cell phone or something, there'll be a lot of, and it gets, I have to decide though, when I do paste it, sometimes I don't want to correct it because of the way it's laid out or something. But I think the top three mistakes, yeah, those are usually my mistakes. Missing periods, and I know where to put periods. Missing commas is one that's difficult for me, and things, so. But anyway, this is a good, you can just do a search for it. I do recommend, Grammarly. Okay, let's see, Amazon is changing. Okay, I don't see it, so I didn't earmark it. I guess it's an email, yeah. So, the other thing is, I just got a copyright hit which doesn't really, if you're a new YouTuber, you may, oh my God, copyright. It's not that big of a deal. So I just got another one. So I think I've only had like 2 copyright hits in a long time, a year or whatever. YouTubers, we have a whole bunch of places we can go that they have set up to find out information and ratings about how long does, who are the people that usually watch your videos, their age range, and all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of stuff you can go there, and I have a very high rating. Not of, I've only got 4,500 subscribers. Please subscribe, by the way. I'd like to get to 5,000, and then of course I'm going to say, hey, I'd like to get to 6,000. But so anyway, I get very good ratings. They also have it set up for certain people, for not just, I'm not special in any way. But there's things that they know if I click on it, that there's no porn in it, or they're not porn, but if, they know, okay, and they trust me. And of course, if I mess up, and have stuff in there they don't like, they'd find that, and then I'd have to probably go through a thing, but I don't have that problem. But so a copyright hit is not a big deal. But a show that I raved about in the past was Darby Girls, and they came out immediately, with 2. Well, at that time when it came live, we were getting it here. I think maybe the entire season had the first season's over, and then we got it here in the United States, and then they had the second season, and they were supposed to have a third season, and the virus hit, and so they put it on hold. And I was commenting and hoping, hey, I want a third season. They promised a third season, and eventually, I think there's only 4 episodes in a season. I don't know. I forget. Maybe it's 6. And so anyway, so Darby Girls, I posted things several times. Hey, now Darby Girls is, in production for season 3, and we'll get it in the United States when they do the, when they're done with the 4 or 5 or 6 or whatever it is, episodes there. And and then the other thing that I didn't get any copyright hit on that. Well, I did today. I didn't get any copyright. I'll go back to Antiques Roadshow. A while back, I did a video. I went there, and I had no intention of playing it. I went there, but showed a few frames of it. And I said, hey, this is Antiques Roadshow UK. And then I talked a little bit about, the Antiques Roadshow, in the United States, and the difference, and how I liked the UK version better. But when I went there, my screen, and I was trying to show I wasn't trying to play their show, but there was some audio coming, from it. I was like, oh, where in the hell is the silence button, to mute the audio? And I couldn't hit it right away, so it was like a minute or less. I immediately got a, copyright infringement or whatever from them, and I thought, God damn, I just told people on my site that I love this, and put the link to it, hey, I love Antiques Roadshow, check it out, and just because I couldn't get over and kill 60 seconds or less of audio, and now I just got a hit from which is kind of strange. I guess they just got signed up or something with the, which I think is corrupt. I think myself, that whole thing of Antiques Roadshow and claiming copyrights on if a few fractions of a second of music or, and I mentioned in the past, I was walking through a local shopping mall with my cell phone, because I'm just trying to find something, walking through there, and of course I'm a little bit hard of hearing, but in the background I could hear this, music that's playing in the mall, which wasn't very loud, but I could hear it. And I thought, I hope I don't get a copyright hit on this. Sure enough, I immediately got a copyright hit on that. Um, so, um, so I think I've covered everything. I think I figured it out about, I'll tell the ex-wife, because I bet she probably checked it before or something. She was hoping that she got another, oh God, she talks about ordering food all the time from Walmart. I don't want to hear about it. I want the food. She takes care of ordering the food. And my stomach's wailing right now. But I don't want to hear about it all the time. But I hear about it all day long, every day. And then when she gets ready to order, she goes through the whole thing about what she orders. And I don't want to hear about that. And then it's also the same with TV shows. And then she's on the diet. What is that? Carbohydrates? Is that it? And she loves that diet, and it's worked well for her. It improved her blood sugar level and stuff, a whole bunch of stuff. But I don't want to hear about it constantly. Everything that she orders, too, it's like, so anyway, I thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I'd like to get to 5,000 subscribers. As soon as I do, I'm going to ask you to, subscribe so I can get to 6,000, And I'm not sure I'll be alive long enough to be, begging you to get me to 7,000 subscribers. When I die, maybe you'll do that. Maybe you'll get together and say, hey, that old bald man died. Maybe we ought to give him 7,000 subscribers as a send-off. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Wait a minute. Okay. That might be my thumbnail. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.